Okie dokie. I started a side fortress that I'm thinking of abandoning because it was a challenge I thought of that turned out to not be fun at all. I tried doing an entirely above ground fortress, and it wasn't that challenging, it was just long and boring. Am I not getting music? It might not give me music until something changes. Well, Austrian Wintry to the rescue. Oh, there we go. No Austin Wintry then. Yeah, doing a afternoon stream today because I don't know how much longer I'll be awake. Hello, Pat. We have some exciting things happening. One is this guy. The giant Atta Garistring Kalstu Anlar has come. Yeah, I'm getting attacked by a giant. He has very long hair and ill-defined muscles. Hmm. Which means what I think I want to do is just close off the moat. Yeah, I'm closing off the moat and the siege divert. And I'll move the axes in position. Actually, cancel the position on some of these people. You guys station here. You guys station here. He's a-coming. Actually, you guys station further back, please. Are they... do I have nobody pulling my bridges? Okay, there we go. Now we are completely safe. Go ahead and cancel these orders. Because giants... can be caught in cages. So, this is a semi-mega beast. It's not a mega beast, it's almost a mega beast, and the difference... and none of the mega beasts are that scary, except for bronze colossuses and titans. Giants are just big. They're very dangerous if you try to fight them. Hello, Ger. Bloodvimber is going. This is 2 weeks of streaming, thereabouts. I haven't missed a day yet. That's why I'm doing it early today, so I don't miss it. He has a high voice. We caught a giant. So, where are... go ahead and turn on the moat. Turn off the siege divert. Hello, Kaz. Make sure... okay, how much steel do I have? 20. So I'm still making... my steel machine is still running. So I'm making greaves and giant steel axes for the purposes of melting them down. Other things have happened. One is I set up the drowning chamber that Kaz recommended. This is a thing I can divert for... actually, I need to build another bridge here. So I can actually do the diversion if I want to. Do I have blocks? I don't want to use bauxite blocks. Granite blocks. Okay. So I can, if a siege is coming in, I can close this bridge off and force them to go through here. Which, if they go through here, they will get flooded. And I can drown them. And then down here I put a drain. And I built some goblins and trolls that we caught during the last siege at the bottom of the pit. And we are going to see how our drowning chamber works by drowning some goblins and trolls. And I've also built a bunch of cages for trolls and goblins in our pit. And I've hooked them up to levers. And I'll release them that way. I got a workaround for pitting them, but it takes too long, so I just figured I would do this while I was setting up. And I've caught a lot of critters. We got some Draltha, we got some giant cave spiders, a lot of elk birds. Frustratingly, I have not caught a breeding pair of giant crocodiles yet, or cave crocodiles, but what are you going to do? But the really exciting thing is still ongoing. We're going to be firing off our magma piston soon. So I dug this chamber. I've screwed it up a little bit because I'd never done a magma piston before. But I tested it and this does work. It's just I'm going to have to dig my smelters somewhere. I wanted to do them here, but I do not have nearly enough magma for it. So down here, we found some magma in the caverns. And we found this magma. So I dug into a reservoir here. And I've got 1, 2, 3 levels of magma filling up. And then I've got this stone pillar here. And it goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 levels. Man, I thought it was taller than that. It's actually only 18 levels. What the dip? So this stone thing is attached only by this floor. This floor is what's holding up this entire big thing of stone. And that floor is being held up by this, which is a support. And that support is hooked up to a lever, and when that lever is pulled, this support will cease to be. Which means this floor will drop, and it'll drop this big stone slab down. And the stone slab is going to hit the floor of this chamber. And the magma it hits is going to want to go somewhere. And the game is going to rectify what happens by teleporting it above the pillar. Which is why I have these bridges here. These bridges are made of bauxite, so they will not melt. So I'll have a level of lava here, a level of lava here, and a level of lava here. But before I do it, I screwed up a little bit. So I've got to wait for somebody to build a floor here and a wall here. Actually, won't this screw up? No, just the floor. Yeah, they're digging a staircase. Or building a staircase. No, they're just... Okay. I need to dig a staircase, which means I might want to go here and tell them to stop mining this. And I'm killing some unicorns because they're fully grown and I have enough of them. So we're going to be dropping our magma piston here in a bit. This guy's going to get himself stuck until I have a miner come and mine that out. They should be on their way now. A cat has adopted a carpenter. Okay, they're coming to dig this guy out. The reason I had to fix these stairs is because my piston worked, but I left the stairs there, the downstairs, and all the magma began draining out from the stair I left. Where you at, Coachies? I don't know. We have a lot of food. A lot of unicorn meat and unicorn fat. Or Droutha meat. Did I kill a Droutha? I don't know. Sure, you can cook all these. Yeah, everything's going fine. Is the piston ready? Where's the dang miner at? Est Zonmat. It's going to be digging that downstairs. He's taking his time. Around the corner he goes. Masterpiece Elkbird Skull Totem. That's my wizard name. I am Elkbird Skull Totem, Master of the Arcane. Hello, Automatic. You're just in time for magma. Yeah. Pull the lever, Frank. Now you have the high ground. Wish these two would have pulled the lever. Here comes somebody to pull the lever, though. I keep mixing this fort up with the other fort I made. A section of the cavern has collapsed. Now here's the bottom of the pillar. It landed into the lava. And then up here, suddenly there's magma. I only have 2 layers of magma, though. One of them got destroyed, apparently. Which, unideal. So now let's start building some floors. We'll go ahead and build these out of bauxite. I could build it out of unicorn soap. Actually, let's just dig upstairs here. There we go. So now we've got magma. And it's much, much closer to our fortress than it was previously. Now we continue with this dig as well. Be the intake for our drowning chamber. I never finished this either. This was extra bedrooms I was digging out. They're yelling at me because there's wet stone because I made a well here. What is that? Just a rough smoky quartz. I should also probably build a wall here. It doesn't really matter out of what. Just so that passing dwarves don't fall into the lava, which they love doing that shit. I'm just gonna do this, and we'll figure out the holes I need to dig for my for everything later. I'll just go ahead and dig this out as well. Yeah, whetstone. I know. You don't want to dig there. It's going to yell at me a whole bunch. We dropped our ooh, unicorn skill totem again. The stone might claim to be damp, but that's fine. I've never had a dwarf complain about it before. It's just doing that because there's water adjacent to it. At least I'm pretty sure this isn't it's aquifer. God damn it. I can deal with this, though. I just have to dig it out and then wall it off. Smoothing it might also work. In fact, let's say that's plan A. That guy had blood on him. A little bit of goblin blood. It came off in the, It came off in that tiny bit of water he touched. Okay. Out of steel bars. Means this part of the plan is go. Melt all this stuff. There's still some breastplates in this pile, even though I didn't want them to be. Okay. Now, who was my melt station? You were. What are my miners doing? Probably mining in the other floor I have. Yeah, they're doing this. I don't know if I need to use bauxite for this, but it'll make a nice blood red floor. The appeal of using bauxite is that it is fireproof, but don't know if this needs to be fireproof or not. That person is unhappy. Oh, okay. I had some unhappy dwarves because of the goblin guts. Degel is currently our unhappiest dwarf. She's feeling unhappy, but everybody else has mostly recovered. What does she feel gloomy about? She was dejected upon a lack of... See... That's going to be a thing she complains about a lot, because I can't get the food that she likes. Am I catching lots of stuff in cages? Can I have another caverns? This was the only caverns I have in this one, huh? Yeah, she probably wants, like, Mako Shark or something. What does Deggle like to eat? She likes garnerite, billion, red beryl, jute fabric, cotton paper, glass eye, mail shirts, the word of the fatal tombs, and the sight of the canyon of flickering. Prefers to consume fisherberry wine. Hates mussels. Do I have fisherberry wine? I have fisherberry seeds. Can I grow those? Yeah, go ahead and start growing fisherberries instead. Instead of rice. This is my devoted quarry bush. That's rope weeds. Yeah, so I'll have fisherberries up on the docket. So we're going at it. This is why I was killing all my unicorns. My unicorns were growing to adult size. In one of my other forts that I don't stream, I had a vampire that I spotted right away. And I locked her in an oubliette after she had the opportunity to make friends with one person. Then about 2 years later, she was elected mayor, even though all she has done in the fortress is stand in a 3x3 room and admire the table I gave her. Somehow became mayor. And you know what? She's fine with her mayoral room. She enjoys having it, even though she is very far away from it. She was sad that she couldn't pray, so I made the tiny room she lives in a temple, and that made her very happy. She sounds nice. Well, she's killed 60 dwarves. None of mine, but dwarf therapist ratted her out. I noticed I had a new immigrant who had 60 kills to her name and thought, oh, you're probably a vampire, aren't you? And then she was. Yeah. Almost done digging this tunnel. Tubal Namunal has become an axe lord. That's because he is a master axer. Yes, I know there's warm stone there. It's because there's lava beneath it. They're coming up here to dig. That's your room? Do I have any statues? Sure. You're an axe lord, you get a statue. Okay, the aquifer is very slowly draining. We'll see if my tactics can fix it. I'm going to try smoothing it to see if that keeps it from draining. But one thing I can do is just mine it all out and then build walls. Okay, please smooth this rock. Do I have stone detailers enabled? I do. Let's add a lot. Just so they do it quickly. So I want to do that as well. The game's going to pause itself a lot as damp stone is located. Not sure what my miners are doing as always. That guy had a little bit of blood on him too. Some goblin blood. Not sure why they're not bathing themselves. They have access to clean water. Gotta remember. Yeah, that's what I wanted, I think. Actually, did I do that right? Yeah, that's right. It was almost not right. So smoothing the stone, I read, stops aquifers. We'll find out if that happens. Yes, I love damp stone. This is what you go through when you have aquifers on your map. At least these are new style aquifers and thus aren't terrifying. My fortress would already be flooded if these were new style aquifers. I can't tell if the smoothing method is working or not. We'll know if we see any 2s appear. Worst case, worst though, I'll just mine out all this schist sandstone. I'll mine out the sandstone and add walls. I don't think it's working. Well, in that case, I'll let them dig out the shape. And then dig out everything, all of this shit. Then I'll just wall it off. Yeah, you'll flood your fortress with this, but it'll just take 1,000,000 years. Speaking of flooding my fortress... Okay, you're connected. You're connected. You're connected. Okay. Almost time to begin drowning those damnable goblins. Just gonna wall this off. I've got some blocks here somewhere. I could use unicorn soap. Okay, now I have to tell what I want. And I don't want to build all the walls yet because they don't. They'll become blocked off if I do. Walls are kind of screwy to build. They suspend this. They didn't. Okay. As a bonus, some of my dwarves are getting baths by doing this. Even though they have soap and water, they could just bathe themselves. Sure, build the floor out of the sandstone that's by it. Let's use granite blocks for the rest of the shit. I didn't think aquifers made water come out of the floor. I thought they made water spawn in adjacent squares, cardinally, not diagonally. Well, aquifers have always behaved in ways I didn't quite conceive all the way. They're going to yell at some of the floors because somebody was moving the sandstone they wanted to use to build the floor. How's my magma piston floor coming? Bauxite blocks for this, please. Where is my bauxite blocks? I wish you could search, but you can't. Is it really not here? Bauxite, claystone. Probably just passing right over it, not noticing. Charcoal, pig iron, cave, crocodile soap, lychee logs, nickel, elephant gem, granite. Do I have bauxite blocks? I have 120 of them. Well, if you see what it's beside, tell me, so I can... Billion tower cap chalk. Bars. caused by schist. Okay. Well, bauxite is, but I should have bauxite blocks. I want it to all be the same color, which is why... Like, if I go into here, build C, wall... I have 0 bauxite blocks. Alright. Delete that. Alright, well, I guess I'm using granite blocks then. It's going to be a little unsightly, but whatever. What the heck is here? Sandstone block? What is that? There shouldn't be any sandstone blocks. I haven't made any blocks out of sandstone. Let's remove it, whatever it is. Do not know what's happening. Well, we fixed our problem. Roughly. And now it is time to smooth stone. Let's take a look at our giant friend. Where is he at? Here he is. Let's steal his stuff. I've caught a lot of giant cave crocodiles. Or giant, Oh, come on, crocodile. Go to the cage. Go to it. Yes! No, not another... No. How many crocodiles do I have? Okay, I have a breeding pair of cave crocodiles. I can start a breeding program for them. Cave crocodiles are great. They're better than unicorns, but unicorns were novel, which is what I wanted. Okay. By God, do I have a lot of cats. Okay. Geld all these kittens. Except for Ficod Regled. Alright. And, time to kill all these cats. Cats and Corn Caverns! Have you ever wanted to see 7 cats get murdered for their meat and fur? Well, you've come to the right place, because here is Corn and Cat Corner. We are the kitty corner for cat corn. And by that I mean their meat and bones. That's why the game crashed. Ah, come on. The game crashed. How much progress did I lose? Was it all of it? Hey, the bones are important. The bones are one of the selling points of the cats. Tell me I got a seasonal autosave. Don't tell me I'm going to be looking at the giant invading me. Because if that's the case, I'm going to be very sad. I'm looking at the giant invading me. Okay. Okay, that stuff's all happening. Well... all getting gelded but that one. All getting slaughtered except for the ones that are pets. At least this time I don't have to worry about... I can just not dig those stupid apartments. Wonder why the game's been crashing for me a lot. And I might not have that breeding pair of crocodiles anymore. Oh, there she is. She should be drawn towards the archery target and wants to go towards it. Here comes Mr. Gigante. He turns around and into the cage. Now we get to watch the magma piston drop again. I might want to... Yeah, I've got some extra tanneries set up. Because of these extra slaughters I'm doing. Come on, crocodile, go into the cage traps. Oh yeah, go down. Go down. There's only one way to go down. Yeah, go down here. You want to. Or up. Yeah, go to the left. What is she doing? She's just meandering. Okay, go to the left. You want to go up. You want to go to the left so that you can be put into a tiny room with another crocodile until you lay hundreds of eggs. Yes! Yes! Crocodile breeding program established. Also, now I know that I need more bauxite blocks. I need you to go somewhere. There you go. Pull the lever, Frank. I wonder if I should bother with a minecart or this smithery. Section of the cavern collapsed. Okay. Don't breathe in that magma vapor either. This stuff, the magma mist, yeah, it'll liquefy your lungs. The game crashed again. What was the last message in... Okay. I'm going to close Sound Sense. We're going to pretend that was the problem. So once more with feeling. Let's play some good music from a bad video game. We're not really doing anything that would be crashy, but after I drop the piston, I'm going to do a save. Nah, this is not Skyrim. This is from the Banner Saga. Yeah, Ogre knows it. Banner Saga is a game that I had high hopes for, but it's just not very good. Don't tell me the Giant's gonna make it in time this time. Nope. I never played the second Banner Saga. I think I own it, but... the first one's just not very good. It's not aggressively bad. It's just, there's only one map. Okay. My favorite part of the Banner Saga is that I finished the game with what's-his-name in my party still, Eigel. You get like a peasant warrior early on, and his gimmick is he can die in like 5 different places. But if you keep him, you get an Achievo. But at the end of the game, you lose 2 of the main characters for various reasons, and they're both the characters that usually you see their icon on the map of. But if you have Eigel at the end of the game, he becomes the map character, and a glitch and weird glitchy shit happens. I remember how bullshit the final boss was. It's fine. Who cares how bullshit it was? You had Hawk, and he was broken. Did this guy oubliette himself? He did. The music of the game, though, brilliant. I'm just gonna let him mine this out. Yeah, it's very pretty. I like a lot of the concepts in it. The oldness contest was very charming. Yeah, it had nice premise, had nice setting, nice art direction. Uh, shitty writing. It had high concept, poor execution writing. Because it was written by the people who wrote uh, Dragon Age, a game where a dark force of goblins is awoken and run rampant over the world. And then in this game, something different happens. A force of dark goblins erupt from the underworld and attack everyone again. What could be different? I liked the giants, though, because their god was dead and their god was the one who made them, so there just wasn't going to be any more of them. Is the pathing of the monsters deterministic? Like, is she gonna go and fall for my cave trap again? Masterpiece Cat Skull Totem. What if she goes down this time? Nope, she's going left. Or maybe not. Oh, nope, she's going somewhere else. Don't go off the edge of the map. Don't go off the edge of the map. She's going off the edge of the map. I can't believe I've had that taken from me. Well, there's supposed to be something down there to tempt her already. I've got an archery target built for her to attack. Clearly what it means is that I've not bottlenecked this area well enough. Because that will let them only go up and down here. Ah, there might be another cave crocodile later. Although I might not want to distract my miners if one of my guys is oublieted. Yeah, let's go to where I did this thing. Don't do that yet. music that plays in the one fight in the game that you fight against other humans. I'm gonna forbid all this shit, just so that... they stop trying to collect it. Okay, don't do that, because I'll forbid the wheelbarrows. Like that. Forbidding all about, if you forbid something, it will just, your dwarves won't touch it. It can be useful, for instance, if I don't want them up here collecting this ore when I'm about to flood this passage. Although maybe I do want to dump this. Now they're coming to get that. They're coming to get that. They're not getting this. They're getting this. Dump that stuff, please. Usually they won't touch something if it's forbidden, even if they're upset. Moody dwarves might be able to touch forbidden stuff, but I don't actually know if that's true or not. Stop collecting this stone. Yeah, you could do weird stuff with moods in the old days. By, like, restricting people to a burrow. Okay, did they let Mr. Oubliette out yet? Well, they're about to. Did they climb out? Where's he at? I know a Gorlak died. He might have climbed out, or he might have died. Why are they... Here's a weird thing that happens. Dwarves will carry wheelbarrows back to their proper stockpiles, instead of, you know, pushing them. I'm gonna hold off on actually melting these. I'll order them to be melted, but they're not going to be melted yet. Let's set up a new pile here for bar block. And this one only accepts metal bars. I might want to set up like another stockpile here that will give to the other one. Don't know where my oublieted guy went. Well, wherever he's at. Pull the lever, Frank. There's storks! No new crocodiles. There we go. Magma piston worked. Okay. Well, at least I have a giant spider. So I can set up a spider silk farm. Let's get some fortifications built here. Actually, no. I do want them built, but use blocks instead, because they'll be faster. Actually, don't use bauxite ones, though. Make up my mind. I could, for this purpose, I would probably be fine if I used, crocodile soap. I might want to build a wall here just so that magma crabs don't come get me. There's this guy. Little cap hopper just hanging out there in this magma environment. They finally dumping this shit. Yes. Nobody's missing except for the bone carver that got annihilated what ages past. Here's a new pile. This one we're going to set as an ammo pile. But this pile is actually going to be for furniture, finished goods, armor. Where's weapons at? Weapons, trap components. Okay, this is for metal stuff. And it's going to give to... I'll bother with giving later, but for now, that's what it's going to hold. Okay. That's all going. This isn't going. Yeah, be sure to grab it one at a time, gang. Should just lock those fools in. Building a fortification here just so that river critters don't get in. Also that nothing gets out. You know what? No, we don't get to have these anymore. Your dumbasses left it in the tunnel. You don't get it anymore. It's gone. I might have to redo my stockpiles, just so they make a little more sense. There's armor, there's leather. Where's weapon at? Armor and weapon is here. Finished good is here. Okay. Give to that. Give to that. Give to that. And give to that. That should be everything. So that means that this will be an intermediate store place. People will take things, put it in this stockpile, and then take it to a different stockpile. The idea being that my smiths, who will be working down here, will take their stuff and put it here when they're done. And then then this stockpile will then give to the other one. Although this one, bar block, other materials, I do want coal. So where's my big ass bar block one here? Do I have a big ass bar block one? Yes, I do. I'm gonna be like redoing all of this shit. But I don't want... I want you. I want you. I want you. I don't want you. In fact... this is going to cause a lot of stuff to happen all at once. Bar block. Forbid. That's just that. Okay. At least it's finally time to have some fun. Turn off the drain. Turn you on. Turn you on. We're going to activate the chamber. Now let's just cancel all of this shit. So we're going to be moving house. But I want to watch the chamber fill up. Ooh, look at that nice frame rate. I'm sad I never caught an alligator with my trap. This will take a while to fill up. But that's fine. The goblins will die a slow death. I want to pull all these, though. Just to lock it in for freshness. Now my fort won't get drowned, even if something bad happens. This one should be going up. Oh. I'm a dumbass. I made the bridge go away instead of lifting, so that bridge doesn't do anything. And because lots of water is moving, we got a fair amount of lag. But I'm going to have to kill that bridge. Name that so I know what it is. I'm reminded. Okay. Nope, still no new crocodiles. We got a Reacher, though. Some magma crabs, some Draltha. We also got all this going on. There's a magma crab. It's just a crab that lives in a magma. Almost done destructing that bridge, so I can drown these guys. Do you think they know what's going on? Do they see the death chamber they're in? Do these? At least I have a lot of cat bone going on. Let's look at my animals. As if there's anything I want to, like, butcher. I don't think so. Which means I can get rid of these extra tanner shops. I set those up because there was a glut of tanned hides I needed to tan. Let's see how many bauxite blocks I get out of this. If I want to make these floors lava safe, I have some orthoclase I could do instead. Because a lot of these aren't magma safe. The bauxite is, though. Oh, come on. I don't want goblets here. I wanted goblets in here. Do I have finished good piles that accept goblets? Maybe, maybe not. You see this coal and stuff is getting pushed by the water. Do I have a jeweler's shop set up? I do. Let's go to stocks, rough gems, see what I have the most of. Rock crystals, but I don't really want to do those. Red spinels. And smoke quartzes. Cut those. Those are red spinels I had a lot of, right? Yeah, cut those. Do I have a gem cutter? Yeah, I have good gem cutters. Siege Drown Drain. Might as well get another lever built. Make it one of the nice ones. How's the magma piston going? Not enough bauxite blocks yet. We're gonna make some more cage traps, because I love cage traps. There we go. Still funny to me that there were bat women down here the entire time, but we never saw them because probably a cave crocodile destroyed them. I need more bauxite. I can always make more bauxite. Interrupted by a cave crocodile. I have a lot of poults, which means first, okay, turkey hen eggs are available, but now it's time to kill a lot of goblins. Or not goblins, turkeys. Turkeys are what I call goblins in my home country. Yeah, they goblin. They gobble. That's what goblin means. The thing that goblins. Okay, this bridge is almost done. By almost done, I mean this guy's working on it. have a lot of rams. Let's continue the killing. We're going to expand the food storage facilities. So we have too much food. Not a problem you can have. Also, I'm about to kill many creatures further, so they're off the map. Speaking of, look how many dogs I have. Apparently I don't have any puppies, though. Dogs are actually fairly good animals to raise just for their meat and leather, because they're, Actually, if I'm doing this again... Plus Tanner's workshop again, in... have our guys working overtime. Water is almost to the bridge. Okay. Almost time to drown these goblins. Speaking of, I should close the pit gate. Where's my pit at? Here we go. Somebody left a wheelbarrow in there. The deluge. Okay. The water pipe is full. Means that just this is filling up now. How many tanners do I have? It should be plenty. Yeah, I have plenty. Start deconstructing these next boxes. Next boxes. We're going to move them into the back room. Going attached to an iron crossbow. That just means that they'll want to use the crossbow whenever they can. It's not that major of a thing. Okay, time to drown some goblins. We'll see when somebody pulls the lever. Pulls the lever. There he goes. That carpenter's doing it. A little bit of spill is fine, but I should nip that in the bud. Down goes the water. Yeah, they get to enjoy some mist before they drown. Okay, that's more than enough to drown them. Can we shut the gates? Wop. Let's see, are they dead yet? Now we can just leave them like that for a while. Submerged in water. Now we can give them a bit more just to make sure. Hope they're thirsty. Okay, that's enough water. bit of mist. You know, I've never made a mist generator. I probably should at some point. So I don't know how long it will take for the goblins to drown. I'll just leave them like that for a while. Watch it be like a glitch or like a bug where the cage supplies infinite air. I can finally stop making bauxite blocks. How's the river doing? I have a river, so it should be trivial to set one up. Anyway, here's another thing we can do. Is I linked up a bunch of these cages to some of these levers. And now these guys are free. And now, I'm going to look at my archers. And whoever is worse will come shoot these guys. Looks like it's the blockade archers. Okay, blockade archers, move out. Shoot these guys. I think that is a wild troll being attacked by invader trolls. So let me guess, you guys just don't have any ammunition, and that's why you're not shooting these fools. How about the love archers? Do you guys have ammunition? Or are we just going to watch these goblins kill this wild troll? Oh, somebody's got ammo. Wow. We can speed this up. By sending the Axe Squad in. I can tell the archers to go away because they don't have any ammo. One of the trolls died. And when I'm certain my hammer bros will not get squished, this guy would get squished. I'll open the gate. So these goblins have armor, but no weapons. We're getting some climactic music for this. In you go. Let's look at the reports. The troll put up a bit of a fight. Let's look at the hammer dwarf. Broke a gauntlet. The hammer dwarf bashes the goblin lasher in the head with his steel warhammer, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain, and tearing the brain. The warhammer is lodged firmly in the wound. The hammer dwarf bashes the troll in the head with his steel warhammer, bruising the muscle, jamming the skull through the brain, and tearing the brain. It's lodged firmly in the wound. Death. I'm not uneasy. Hello, Ingrid. This fort's gimmick is that right now there's a lot of slowdown because my divert into the river is filling back up. But I wanted to do a fort that was different, so I made a fort that's a unicorn farm, which we're living up to our name because we're killing a bunch of unicorns. Okay. Somebody brought rabbits. Yeah, fluid calculations is happening. How unhappy is my unhappiest dwarf? I think this guy gets to retire. Logim. Because Logim is under a great deal of stress and does not handle stress well. So he's going to get replaced by... a new guy. Yeah, Erol. So yeah, you get to retire, and the glassmaker gets to take your spot. Okay. The other thing that we've done... all this stuff's getting dumped. Is that I made a magma piston. and we're preparing that for work. I brought magma up from the bottom by dropping a big column of stone onto it, which was a new experience, which is why my magma piston kind of sucks. But I have magma now. So... actually, let's do this. Just so I know the spacing is right. And I could do another if I just mine this out. So let's say these top ones are furnaces. These side ones are forges. For a magma furnace or a magma forge to work, it needs to have one of its squares directly over lava. So I have to remove these spots. So we're going to go in here and we're just going to dismantle all of this because I want the anvils. Should look into how to use mine carts, because this is, well, much closer to my workshops than just going down to the lava would have been. Oh god, elephants. Oh boy, a crocodile. The game crashed and stole my crocodile breeding program from me. Well, despite the game crashing twice, we basically accomplished a fair amount today. Oh, hello Loon, didn't see you there. We got our magma piston working. We successfully built a chamber for drowning goblins. That'll be what we end on. We're gonna drain the goblin drowning chamber to see if the goblins have drowned or not. As the autosave goes on. I don't know what was causing the crashes. SoundSense usually doesn't. I turned it off, and it hasn't crashed since, so who knows. Well, you gotta wait for the traditional autosave lag. But our next goal is I'm going to get a silk industry set up using the giant cave spiders we have. That should be fun. And we are going to we're gonna get a giant cave spider silk farm set up, and we are going to get some more military squads trained up because I want to try establishing some holdings. And as far as I know, there's only one peaceful way to establish a holding, and that is for nearby sites to say, hey, let's be friends. Okay. But then you can also just be like, hey, what if I sent some people to come subjugate you? And it's fine. If they're goblins or elves, then they're basically fine to do that. Okay, time to drain the goblin drowning chamber. The water will flow out here and exit the map from this spot. It'll cause some more lag. My dog wants attention, so I'll be wrapping this up soon. While this is draining. Let's get some magma smelters built. Draining away. A baby has grown to become a child. Excellent. I have the power of magma in my hands. I wonder how much of a pain it would be to pull this up with a pump stack to get it up to where I actually want it. Well, it would have to pass through my depot, so that's a non-starter. I should build another kitchen. My food stockpiles are completely filled up. Probably because of all the animals I've been killing. I want to know, are the goblins dead? We got a human swordsman visiting us. How long does a goblin need to stay submerged to be drowned, I wonder? It's going to take forever to drain, isn't it? Well, let's do this at least. Get all these bolts in here. By God, I have a lot of them. No turkeys left. That's good enough for now. I'm going to expand that food stockpile up. Did I buy myself a problem when I said I would stay here until I saw if these goblins were drowned yet? It's going to be really funny if it doesn't work if they're caged. All the bolts are escaping. Oh, duck. Okay, that should be all of my egg-laying birds. Yeah, I could go check on my dog. What I think I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to call it a stream. Next time we'll have a post-mortem of the goblin situation because I'm about to fall asleep. So thanks everybody for joining. Good night, at least for me.